And welcome to WHHS Channel 30 coverage of Harvey basketball. Tonight, your Red Raiders lock up in a key Northeastern Conference game with the Geneva Eagles. I'm Chris Olstrong, joining you as always, along with Brian Pagner. Brian, pleasure to work with you once again. And Brian, the Red Raiders have been playing well as of late. Last time we came to the folks here on Channel 30, a nice big win over Jefferson. And since that point, what do you know? 4 wins in a row, 6 of their last 7. They're playing very good basketball right now.
They're really playing with a lot of confidence. I believe if they can bring it into this game, they can top these Geneva Eagles and take home a piece of that NEC.
Absolutely. This is a very important NEC game given the fact that Harvey defeated Edgewood on Tuesday night, and a win over the Eagles this evening will give them a tie with the Eagles at the top of the Northeastern Conference with 2 losses. Now they're announcing the starting lineups at the moment. We're almost ready to go here. And hopefully that Harvey can keep up the momentum they've been putting together in these last 7 games. Especially offensively, they've been doing a nice job in that aspect.
And we'd like to give thanks to some of our sponsors, including Diesel Pro Incorporated, Palutro Insurance, Hell Regals Inn, Falcone's Convenient, New Hope Baptist Church, First Merit Bank, and BPOE 549, Order of the Elks.
Starting 5 for Geneva is number 24, Willie Landfair, number 22, Ron Karimi, number 32, Nick Karimi, number 14, Manny Zayas, and number 30, Tom Davidson.
And for your Harvey Red Raiders, we have number 42, Sean Turner, number 34, Ray McLean, number 23, Johnny Rivers, number 21, Adam Delamont, and number 33, Brian Phillips.
Quickly controlled by Geneva as number 14, Manny Zayas, comes up with the loose ball, and the Eagles will reset. Brian, very important for Harvey to establish themselves defensively early on.
And they really got to keep the Eagles from scoring. They don't want to run that score up too much and give himself a hole to dig out of.
Ball movement found Nick Karimi, 3 in the air, and he got it to go. That gives Geneva an early 3-0 lead. Turner right back for Harvey, loses the basketball, and Geneva gets it right back. Large amount of turnovers is definitely something the Red Raiders can't have tonight.
I think they're just getting a little nerves here. They know this is a big game, and they know they got to play their hearts out, so I think they might be trying too hard at the beginning. And hopefully they'll settle down and play a nice game of basketball.
Rebounded by Sean Turner, gets it over to Adam Delamont. Delamont out to Rivers. Rivers working right wing against Davidson, passes over to Turner, left wing against Zayas. To the corner, nice jumper from the side by Ray McLean. And it is now 3-2 with 6:50 left in the first quarter.
Ray's been very consistent these last couple of games with those easy jumpers inside. Seems to never miss those.
Left wing over to Zayas. Zayas pulls up for the jumper. Can't get it to go. Rebounded by Brian Phillips. Over to Turner. Turner weaves his way inside, loses the basketball. Johnny Rivers comes up with it for Harvey. And that was last off of Harvey, so Geneva will get possession. Very encouraging sight too, Brian. We have a lot of people in attendance tonight, a full house here at John D'Angelo Gymnasium.
Yeah, we had a pep rally today at school, so I see a lot of the students out here. We encourage the students to come out and try and get our fan section going so that we can get some wins here.
Another 3 for Nick Karimi, and that's 2 for Karimi now, 6 points. He has all 6 of Geneva's points, and the score is now 6-2 with 5:57 remaining in the first quarter. Turner over to Delamont. Delamont up with the shot, no good. Ball still loose on the floor, and it will be Geneva basketball. Karimi again, no good. Rebounded by Phillips. Phillips with the second rebound. Turner over to Rivers. Rivers takes that jumper, can't get it to go. Rebounded by Davidson. Fouls on number 21, Adam Delamont. That will be his first. There's a steal by Johnny Rivers. Easy chance for him, and he throws it down with some emphasis. Oh, that was nice. Johnny putting an exclamation point on that steal, and it is now 6-4, 5:07 remaining in the quarter. And there's another steal. Ray McLean has it for Harvey. McLean will take that 20-footer. No good. Rebounded by Davidson. Outlet to Ron Caramy. Caramy works his way inside. Can't get the shot to go. Rebounded by Phillips. Phillips very active so far on the boards, Brian.
He's got 3 already, and there's only been 5, and he's got 3 of them, so he's really getting in there, and he's a young kid too, so he's going to have a lot of experience playing for the varsity basketball team.
Zayas got the steal, couldn't convert the layup, but Davidson was there for the putback. Gives Geneva the lead by 4, 4:18 remaining in the first quarter. McLean cross court to Turner. Turner spots up for the 3, no good. Rebounded by Ron Caramy. Nice look over to number 22, Ron Caramy, gets it up and in, and it is now 10-4. Turner looking for the pick from Rivers, takes it baseline, puts it up. He is blocked, and we will have a foul called on number 14, Manny Zayas, and that will be his first. Sean Turner will go to the line to shoot 2 free throws and try to cut this deficit to potentially 4 points. First free throw is up and good. Substitution for Harvey as number 22, Odell Parker, comes into the game replacing number 34, Ray McLean. Or excuse me, will be replacing Adam Delamont. Ray getting some instruction from the bench. Second free throw up and in. There's an encouraging sign. Red Raiders hitting their first 2 free throws, and that makes the score 10-6 with 3.5 minutes remaining in the opening quarter. Ball movement over to Ron Caramy, puts up the shot, no good. Last off of Geneva, so Harvey will get possession and try to cut into a 4-point deficit. McLean to Turner. Turner loses it for a moment, gets it back. Takes it up in a crowd. No good. Rebounded by Nick Caramy. Ball tapped away, stolen by Odell Parker. 3-on-2 over to Rivers. And Rivers will have to get it out and reset. Parker, 3 in the air. Got it! There's another encouraging sign, Brian. They're able to hit their perimeter shots, at least so far.
Odell's been real consistent this year on these 3-pointers.
Caramy with the answer back, and he gets it. 5 points for Ron Caramy, 6 for Nick Caramy. The Caramy is combining for 11 of Geneva's 13 points so far, and the Eagles have a 13-9 lead, 2:21 remaining in the first quarter. Nice look inside to Johnny Rivers, who puts in a quick bucket. Makes it 13-11. Zayas over to Davidson. Davidson will pull up for that jumper and hit it. McLean will take that three and hit. That's definitely something we need to see. And Harvey has climbed back within one. Keramy in the lane gets that to sneak in. 7 points for Ron Keramy, and it's 17-14. Oh! Oh no! Johnny!
Count it and one.
Oh, an emphatic count it and one. Oh no!
That kid is definitely going to have somebody get that out of his eye for him.
Ladies and gentlemen, your defending Division II state high jump champion Johnny Rivers showing off those ups with an emphatic counted and one. He will try to tie this game at 17 with this free throw. It's up and no good. Rebounded by Keramy. Geneva right back. Pass inside to number 42, Lou Nicholson, just inserted into the game. Extends the Geneva lead to 3. Red Raiders will look to set up a play here in the last minute of the first quarter. McLean looking to go baseline, and he draws the foul from number 22, Ron Keramy. That will be his first. Coming to the game for Geneva is number 20, Chris Schultes, and he will be replacing number 24, Willie Landfair. Sean Turner will inbound for Harvey, out to Johnny Rivers. Turner takes it strong in the lane, no good. What a rebound by Johnny Rivers, puts it back up and in.
He always seems to make those shots that you don't think he's going to make, but all of a sudden he just throws them up and they fall in.
Johnny's on fire. He just got a steal over to Turner. Turner back to Rivers. It is stolen right back by number 30, Tom Davidson. Keramy kicks it out to number 50, Scott Stuckert, no good, gets his own rebound, puts it up, no good, and that's the end of the first quarter with your score, Geneva 19 and Harvey 18. Brian, very active first quarter to say the least.
Very exciting quarter with Johnny throwing down 2. I think his dunks really gave this team a lot of momentum, and they really started to bring it back at the end of this quarter.
Definitely, I don't think we've seen a dunk all year. Johnny coming in with 2 in the first quarter already. Very encouraging sign for the offense to get started early on here.
He also had 2 against the Lakeside Dragons. I was here for that game. He threw down 2 in that game, too. They weren't quite as rapid as these 2, but he still threw them both down.
Leading the way so far for Geneva, Ron Keramy with 7, and Nick Keramy with 6 on a pair of threes.
I think we're going to go to our sponsors again. Palutro Insurance. Hell Regals Inn. Falcone's Convenient Mart, New Hope Baptist Church, First Merit Bank, and the BPOE 549, Order of the Elks.
As always, we'd like to thank our sponsors for their generous support, not only in this game, but throughout the season.
And leading the way for your Red Raiders is Johnny Rivers with 8 points. And Ray McLean is also chipping in with 5.
Sorry, Brian.
Starting the second quarter, Sean Turner's going to bring the ball up court.
Phillips over to Parker. Turner over to Parker. Parker with an open look off to the left, no good. Rebounded by number 42, Lou Nicholson. Davidson inside to 42, can't get the shot to go, but Stuckert's there for the rebound and the putback. And that makes the score 21-18 Geneva, 7:20 left in the first half. Turner bounce pass to McLean. McLean will take that jumper from the side and nail it.
There's that jumper again that McLean keeps hitting.
And we will have a foul called on Odell Parker. And that will be his first. Davidson inside, gets it blocked by Turner. Another block. Sean fired up about that. He's also fired up about the fact I think they just called him for a foul. I don't know, Brian. It looked like he had 2 clean blocks on that sequence.
It looked to me like that was all ball. I don't think he hit his arm at all.
And number 42, Lou Nicholson, will go to the line. First free throws tonight for the Eagles. First free throw is up and in.
Now coming into the game is number 21, Adam Delamont, for number 33, Brian Phillips.
Second free throw is up and in. Nicholson with 4. And the lead is 3 for Geneva. And that was last off of Johnny Rivers, so Geneva will get the ball right back. And coming into the game for Geneva is Willie Landfair and Nick Caramy, and Manny Zayas replacing Tom Davidson and 2 other reserves for the Eagles. Sat down just a little too quickly for me to see him there. Caramy with the spin move, wild shot, no good, rebounded by Stuckert, who puts it in. So Stuckert with 4 points, both of those on putbacks off of offensive boards, and with 6:30 left in the first half, it is 25-20. Make that 25-22 as Sean Turner gets a bucket right back. Last off of Geneva, and Harvey gets the ball back, down by 3. Red Raiders with 2 threes so far, and a number of their baskets so far have come from the perimeter. Inside to Delamont. Delamont over to McLean. No shot. And Ray will go to the line to shoot 2 free throws, it looks like.
I believe they call that foul on the floor, so it'll just be taken out of bounds by Sean Turner.
Turner looking for somebody, gets it into Johnny Rivers. Rivers, tough shot in the lane, and he gets it to go. Cuts the Geneva lead to 1 at 25-24. Zayas will take that 3. Doesn't rattle in for him, but he was fouled by Adam Delamont, and I believe he'll go to the line to shoot 3 free throws.
It looked like a clean box out after the shot to me.
So Zayas will go to the line for the first time tonight.
Now into the game will come number 20, Ivan Pinkett, in for number 21, Adam Delamont.
Apparently not fouled in the act of shooting, so Geneva will just take it out of bounds. Zayas weaves his way inside, can't get that shot to go, rebounded by McLean. Over to Pinkett. McLean to Turner against Zayas. McLean out to Rivers. Turner, 3, no good. Rebounded by Stuckert. Eagles will attempt to extend a 1-point lead with under 5 minutes remaining in the first half. 3 put up by Caramy, no good. Ball bounces to number 42, Lou Nicholson.
I think one of the keys to this game is going to be defensive rebounding on the Harvey side.
No question about it, Brian. I believe they've had 3 or 4 offensive putbacks after rebounds so far. Turner loses that off his foot. Turnover for Harvey as number 30, Tom Davidson, number 22, Ron Keramy come to the game, replacing number 50, Scott Stuckert, and number 42, Lou Nicholson. Davidson with an easy look inside, blows the opportunity. And that will be an offensive foul. And that will be Pinkett's first foul on the night. Or excuse me, that will be his first foul on the night. And we will have another foul called on Harvey, this time on number 34, Ray McLean.
The score is now 27-24 Geneva, 4:11 to go in the half.
Harvey trying to put a little pressure on in the backcourt, but Geneva's able to break it. Zayas with a quick 2. Rivers called for the offensive foul.
That'll be his first on the night.
Timeout called by Harvey coach Lonnie Miller. 3:42 remaining in the first half. And your score is Geneva 29 and Harvey 24. Well, as quickly as both teams started off offensively, they've been a little bit cold here in the second quarter so far.
And I think all I can say for the Harvey side is defense, defense, defense. They've had a couple that Geneva's just taken right down the court and gotten easy layups, and others that they've just gotten their own rebound and put it back up. So Harvey's going to definitely have to play some defense down at their end.
And they've done a nice job in stretches so far, taking advantage of the athleticism advantage they have over Geneva. Geneva not nearly as athletic as the Red Raiders are. Nearly a steal by McLean, but Keramy gets it back for Geneva. Traveling violation on Keramy, and Red Raiders try to cut into a 5-point deficit. 3:32 to go in the second quarter. Ball batted away for a moment. Turner collects it, tries to put up a shot from a tough angle. No good, rebounded by Zayas. Offensive foul on Nick Keramy. Geneva fans not happy with that at all, but did look like Red Raiders had possession there on that trip.
Odell might be able to win an Emmy for that acting. But nonetheless, it worked, so keep using it. And now into the game is number 50, Frankie Spikes, for number 42, Sean Turner.
Pinkett brings it across against Zayas. Over to McLean. McLean will take another jumper from that right side. Boy, that's been a hot spot for him so far tonight. Zayas will pull up for that jumper from the side. No good. Rebounded by Parker. Parker has Johnny ahead, puts it up. Can't get the shot to go, and it looks like came up a little lame on his left leg. Trying to take it strong to the basket, but came down in an awkward way on his left leg. Number 42, Lou Nicholson, into the game, replacing number 14, Manny Zayas.
Johnny will try and convert on his 2 free throws here to give the Eagles only a 1-point lead.
Unable to convert the first. Johnny's still stuck on 10 points tonight.
And so far he's 0 for 2 on his free throws.
Can he split the pair? Yes, he will. Took a while to say that yes, but we'll take it anyway. 2:30 left in the first half. Geneva 29, Harvey 27.
Batted away by Rivers, Geneva ball.
That's happened a number of times tonight, Brian, where they batted the ball away like that, but it's good to see the effort there trying to come up with those steals.
And a couple times tonight they have converted on the steals. And it's led to big points that we've needed.
Stuckert was 6, and the lead is extended to 4 at 31-27. Parker puts it up, no good. Rebounded almost by Spikes. There's a steal by Nicholson. Shot up, no good. But we will have a foul called, it looks like.
It's Johnny's 4th of this half. Oh, sorry, I'm marking stuff in the wrong spot. It's his 2nd on the night.
I was going to say, we certainly don't need him with 4 fouls already. Ron Keramy goes to the line and converts the free throw opportunity.
Now, number 42, Sean Turner will come in for number 20, Ivan Pinkett.
Second free throw is up and good. That's Keramy's first point since the first quarter. So less than 2 minutes remaining in the first half. Harvey down by 6. Certainly needs someone to spark the offense right now. Look at Sean Turner, nice concentration on his part to keep up with that ball. Rebounded by Davidson. Shot from the side was no good.
I think I've seen that on the Harlem Globetrotters a couple times.
Landfair has it against Parker. Takes it outside, kicks it out to Keramy, no good. Rebounded by Spikes. Oh, nice look from Turner to McLean. Quick 2, cuts the deficit to 4 points. Harvey needs some instant offense down there on that trip, and they were able to get it.
Now they're going to need some instant defense to stop this Geneva offense.
Davidson over to Landfair. Landfair works around the pick. Keramy takes it strong, no good. Ball loose. And we will have a foul called.
Now coming into the game is number 33, Brian Phillips, in for number 23, Johnny Rivers. He'll take a break for the first time tonight.
Ron Keramy picked up the foul on that trip. That will be his second. So Frankie Spikes will go to the line for the first time tonight. Can potentially cut the lead to 2. First free throw is up and no good. Rebounded by Stuckert. Stuckert with his 5th rebound tonight. Double dribble by Keramy. Turner causing a little hesitation in Keramy's dribble and is able to cause the turnover. 39 seconds remaining in the second quarter as well as the first half, and Harvey is down by 4. Parker over to Turner, 28 seconds remaining. Out to Parker. Parker will take that deep three and hit it.
All 6 of Odell's points tonight have come on the three-point shot.
That cuts the deficit to 1, 33-32, less than 10 seconds remaining. Geneva will hold for the last possession. Davidson pulls up for that jumper, no good. Blast off of Harvey, so with 1 second left, Geneva will just have to try to throw it in, catch and shoot. Davidson into Landfair, puts it up, and that's way off. So there's your first half with the score, Geneva 33 and Harvey 32. Brian, as we mentioned, both teams started out in the first quarter very well, and then at the beginning of the second, they were a little slow in getting started, but towards the end of the first half, they were able to pick it up a little bit offensively.
Yeah, the momentum was good in the first quarter. It started to slow down a little bit. The Harvey defense started giving up a couple easy baskets, and then they came down and started picking up some instant offense and making quick buckets that brought them back into this game.
Well, let's hope the Red Raiders can come out with the same kind of momentum that they did in the first quarter and the third. We'll take a break, and when we come back, we'll bring you the second half of Harvey and Geneva right here on WHHS Channel 30. Don't go away. And before we close out the first half, we'd like to thank our sponsors once again, Diesel Pro Incorporated, Palutro Insurance, Hell Regals Inn, Falcone's Convenient, New Hope Baptist Church, First Merit Bank, and BPOE 549. Now we'll come back after this brief break for the second half of Harvey and Geneva. Don't go away. Welcome back. We're about 30 seconds into the third quarter. Your score is Geneva 35, Harvey 32. Chris Olstring, Brian Pragnard bringing the action here on Channel 30. 3 in the air, no good. Rebound by Turner. 2 points for Geneva were on free throws by number 22, Ron Keramy. Turner tries to put up a shot, no good. Rebounded. Actually, that was last off of Geneva, so Harvey will retain possession.
I think maybe Sean thought he was going to draw a foul by taking that shot.
Geneva perfect so far from the line tonight, 6 of 6. Turner cross court to Rivers. Rivers will pull up for that jumper, short, no good. Rebounded by McLean, who puts it in.
Puts Ray McLean up to 13 points on the night.
Davidson trying to get it out. Stolen by Phillips. Tries to get it ahead to Turner, but it's stolen right back by Landfair. Nice ball fake by Davidson. Puts it up and in. He now has 6. Lead is 37-34. 6.5 minutes remaining in the third quarter. Traveling on Harvey, so Geneva will try to extend a 3-point lead. Landfair over to Davidson. Intercepted by Odell Parker. Parker will bring it back, puts it up and in. Davidson to Keramy. Keramy, nice look inside to Davidson. Davidson with 8. And the lead is once again 3 for Geneva at 39-36. Turner out to Parker. Parker 3, way off, no good. Rebounded by Keramy. Wild shot, no good. Collected by Manny Zayas. Zayas will take it inside, no good. Looked like Phillips had the rebound, and they're going to call Zayas for the foul. We have a substitution as number 50, Scott Stucker, comes into the game, replacing number 14, Manny Zayas, who picked up his third foul on that possession. Neither team with really anybody in foul trouble. Miscommunication on that pass, and Geneva will get possession right back, up by 3. In fact, Zayas is the first player on either team to pick up his third foul. Stucker up, no good, rebounded by Parker. Parker surveys the court, kicks it out to Rivers. Rivers over to Turner. Turner will take that jumper, no good, rebounded by Karamy. Nick Karamy will spot up for that 3, can't get it, rebounded by Turner. Turner, tough shot inside. Nice move by Turner, and that cuts the deficit once again to 1.
Geneva's going to take a timeout after that.
4:33 remaining in the third quarter, and your score is Geneva 39 and Harvey 38.
And once again, we'd like to thank our sponsors, which are Diesel Pro Incorporated at 170 Black Brook Road, Painesville. Number to reach that man is 357-1259. Palutro Insurance at 161 North State Street, Painesville, 44077. Hell Wriggles Inn, the eating place with the country club atmosphere, operating since 1918. We're going to go to Falcone's Convenient Mart at 444 North State Street in Painesville, 354-9317. New Hope Baptist Church at 428 West Jackson Street, Painesville, 357-8277. First Merit Bank at 56 Liberty Street in Painesville, 352-0756. How can we help you today? And BPOE 549, Order the Elk, 723 Liberty Street, Painesville, 357-6651.
22, Ron Karamy bringing the ball up for Geneva. He's their leading scorer so far with 11 points. Ball stolen by Parker. Red Raiders looking to take their first lead in quite a long time. Tough shot, and Odell gets it off the bank. And Harvey takes the lead 40-39, 4:07 remaining in the third quarter. Geneva quickly back, rebound, ball still loose, Geneva will retain it. Seemed like for quite a long time there, Brian, we were going from 1 to 3, 3 to 1, 1 to 3, 3 to 1.
And now finally it's that 1 in our favor, which is very happy to find out.
Absolutely, Adam Delamont comes to the game for Harvey, replacing number 33, Brian Phillips. Davidson quickly into Karamy, who gets his own rebound, his 5th of the game, and he draws the foul. As I mentioned at the beginning of the third quarter, Eagles are perfect so far from the line tonight, 6 for 6. And usually when this happens, I jinx it. Let's see if it happens here. First free throw is up, and I jinxed it. Hey, I'm good for something, Brian. I'm good for something.
It's nice to know we all are, at least for one thing.
No doubt about it. Second free throw is up and in, so he splits the pair. Karamy with 12. And we are tied at 40. Turner over to Parker. Parker over to McLean, has an opening in the lane and hits it.
Puts McLean up to 15 points today.
I was going to say, very productive night so far for the junior forward. Nearly a steal, and we'll have a foul called on number 34, Ray McLean.
It's his 3rd tonight.
Fortunately for Harvey's perspective, only the first person for Harvey to collect their 3rd foul this evening.
And now number 33, Brian Phillips, will come into the game for number 23, Johnny Rivers.
Davidson trying to inbound, gets it over to Stucker. Davidson being guarded by Phillips, out to Landfair. Landfair one-on-one against Turner. Kiermy with an open look for a three, and he hits it. 15 now for Kiermy, the senior guard, and it is now 43-42. McLean right back with the jumper.
It's that same jumper he was hitting down at this side. He's been hitting it all night.
And it's been that same spot, too. It's always been on the right side of the floor there. That's where most of his points have come. There's a steal by Phillips. Outlet to McLean, who misses the dunk. That's embarrassing.
It would have been better just go for the easy two and put that one in.
Geneva right back as Davidson gets in two. He now has 10, 6 of which have come in the second half. And Adam might have been ill-advised to try to collect that outlet pass. It looked like that was going out of bounds.
Now number 20, Ivan Pinkett, will replace Ray McLean, number 34. Obviously, Mr. Miller wasn't too happy with the missed dunk and took him out.
I'm sure Ray would like to have that back. Davidson inside, and Davidson and Ron Kiermy leading the way for Geneva so far. They have all their points so far, and it is now 47-44 Geneva, 2:10 remaining in the third quarter. Turner right wing against Davidson. Looks to back him down inside. Turned around, jumper no good. Rebounded by Stuckert. And we will have a foul called.
That'll be in number 21, Adam Delamont. That is also his third.
Stuckert leading rebounder in the first half for Geneva with 5. Eagles had 14 as a team. Ill-advised pass stolen by Phillips. Pinkett collects it for Harvey. Over to Parker. Parker inside, no basket. That would not have counted had it gone. And foul called on number 24, Willie Landfair. As Ray McLean comes right back into the game, replacing number 20, Ivan Pinkett.
And I think Mr. Miller just sat him down and said, if you ever do that again, you're not playing.
Turner into McLean. McLean looking out to Phillips, but Kiermy comes up with a steal, his first of the night. Jumper no good, collected by Davidson. Nice look to Nicholson. Nicholson has 8, and the lead is 5. Turner trying to answer right back, rebounded by Stuckert. Outlet to Davidson, and gets another 2. He has 10 points in the second half. Timeout on the floor by Harvey coach Lonnie Miller. 1:12 remaining in the third quarter, and your score is Geneva 51 and Harvey 44. And Brian, this is a critical point in the game because it seems like, at least in the last couple of seasons, to be perfectly honest, when Harvey gets down by 7 or 8 points, their shot selection becomes a little poor, and hopefully Coach Miller's trying to emphasize we're still only 3 possessions down in this game. We just need to keep chipping back and playing good defense.
We got a whole almost quarter and a half left. They got to get that momentum back that they had in that second quarter and bringing this back, and at least at the beginning of the third quarter, and get that lead back like they had.
They got to keep an eye on Davidson. Davidson with 14 points now, 10 of those coming here in the third quarter. He also has 5 rebounds.
And once again, our sponsors, Diesel Pro Incorporated, Palutro Insurance, Hell Regals Inn, Falcons Convenient, New Hope Baptist Church, First Merit Bank, and BPOE 549.
Odell Parker will bring it across for your Red Raiders, 1:07 remaining in the third quarter. Take that jumper from the left side, way off, no good. Tough rebound, though, by Ray McLean, and he continues his stellar offensive night.
Looks like he had to fight that one to get that one away.
Landfair has it out to number 20, just inserted in the game, Chris Schultes. There's a nice steal by Turner out to McLean. He's able to collect it. Parker will take that deep three, no good, rebounded by Davidson. Out to Stuckert, no good, rebounded by Rivers. Rivers try to push, 1-on-3, spin move inside, up, and no good, rebounded by Davidson. Davidson almost got that full court shot to go, but we played 3 quarters at John D'Angelo Gymnasium, and your score is Geneva 51 and Harvey 46. And Harvey definitely still in striking distance, only down by 5 points going into the fourth quarter, but they need a high energy fourth quarter to pull out a win here against a very tough Eagles squad.
And they really don't need the threes that they're throwing up right now. If they can put a pretty good run together, we can get this score ran up, and they play some defense, get some defensive rebounds, which they haven't been doing in the first part of the game. But if they can do that here in the fourth quarter, we have a good chance of winning this game.
Very important aspect to the Eagles' offensive attack there in the third quarter was junior guard Tom Davidson, who had 10 points and 4 rebounds. He has 14 points and 7 rebounds on the night for Geneva. Davidson and Scott Stuckert tied for the team lead in rebounds with 7 apiece. As we will begin the fourth quarter, Harvey with possession, down by 5.
Ray McClain still leads the Harvey team with 19 points coming in 3 quarters.
If my memory serves me correctly, Brian, he's put together a string of 20-plus point games here in the last 3 or 4 games, if I remember right.
He's been real consistent, especially with that outside shot in a lot of these games. It's been a lot of his points is that short-range outside shot.
Pinkett gets his own rebound over to Rivers, who loses it, and that'll be last off of Davidson trying to go for the steal. Turner will take that jumper baseline, no good. And we will have a foul called on Harvey. That'll be on Ray McClain.
That'll be his 4th.
That's definitely a problem, especially the way that Ray's been playing offensively tonight. Coach Miller might have to think about sitting him down for a couple minutes. And if he's still out there on the floor, he's going to have to be very careful defensively. Landfair over to Zayas. Zayas back to Davidson, puts it up and in. 16 now for Davidson, and is now 53-46. Harvey needs a basket, needs it now. Good look inside to McClain, but he can't get the shot to go. That'll be over the back.
That foul will be on Brian Phillips. That's his first.
And substitution as Frankie Spikes comes into the game replacing Phillips. Zayas left wing against Spikes. He wanted to pass it to Landfair, but Landfair was cutting into the basket, so Harvey gets a turnover. And now they need a basket, down by 7 with 6:40 to go. Turner top of the key against Zayas. Loses it, but Pinkett comes up with it. Turner inside, no good. Gets his own rebound, puts it up, no good. Rebounded by Rivers, no good. Last off of Harvey, so not a good offensive trip, I should say, for the Red Raiders, unable to come up with some points there. And we go back to square one. Red Raiders definitely need a stop right here. McClain, good hustle on his part, but unable to collect the steal. And the Eagles will retain possession, up by 7, 6:09 to go. Zayas takes it strong inside, Gets his first points of the second half. He now has 4, and the lead is 9. McLean, one shot now. That's not what Harvey needs right now. Zayas, another easy 2. And the Red Raiders are now down by 11, 5.5 minutes to go. They need some baskets, and they need them right now. And we will have a foul called on Johnny Rivers.
It'll be his 3rd of the night.
Johnny not happy with that call. We'll have a substitution for Harvey as Odell Parker and Brian Phillips will come into the game replacing Frankie Spikes and Ivan Pinkett. So Davidson will go to the line to shoot 2. He's really hurt Red Raiders in the second half tonight. He goes to the line for the first time tonight. First free throw is up and no good. Rebounded by Turner. Last off of Geneva, so Harvey will retain possession, 5:19 to go. Harvey in desperate need of an offensive spurt, down by 11. Harvey desperately needs this game to stay on firm footing in the NEC race. Parker puts it up, way off, no good. Rebounded by Karamy, his 6th rebound. So Geneva with the ball, 4:47 to go. Things not looking good for your Red Raiders. They're down by 11. But there's a steal by Rivers. Takes it up and puts it down with some emphasis for the 3rd time tonight. That cuts it to 9. And an offensive foul on Geneva. That will be on Willie Landfair, so Harvey gets it right back. Needed a spark of momentum, and hopefully that dunk by Johnny was just what the doctor ordered for your Red Raiders.
Definitely. They definitely have to get their heads back in this game and start looking on the bright side of this. I think they're really starting to get down. They're down by 9 points, but that's only 3 possessions. We got a couple people out there that can shoot threes, and we can be right back in this game in 3 possessions.
McLean will take that jumper, no good. Tough rebound by Johnny Rivers, puts it up, no good. Last off of Harvey, so Geneva gets it back. Eagles with a lot of ball movement, and who can blame them with a big lead. Nice look over to Davidson. Davidson has absolutely destroyed the Red Raiders tonight, 14 points in the second half alone. And with 3:40 to go, Harvey's down by 11. Harvey needs to develop a sense of urgency. There's a rebound by Karamy, his 5th of the half. Up ahead to his brother Nick Karamy, his first points of the second half. He has 8 now. And it is 61-48. Timeout called by Harvey coach Lonnie Miller. 3:18 remaining in the 4th quarter, and the score is Geneva 61 and Harvey 48. And Geneva in need of this game to get a big lead in the NEC, to take a game lead in the conference, and it looks like they're going to come out of here with it. Things not looking good with 3:18 to go.
Definitely. So we're going to go back to our sponsors one more time. Diesel Pro Incorporated, Belutro Insurance, Hell Regals Inn, Falcone's Convenient Mart, New Hope Baptist Church, First Merit Bank, and BPOE 549.
Odell Parker will bring it across for Harvey. 3:13 to go, down by 13 points. Turner wanted the foul, did not get it. Jeremy up ahead to Zayas, no good. Rebounded by Phillips, less than 3 minutes to go. The lead is still 13 points. Harvey needed some points. Foul on 32, Nick Jeremy. Geneva 7-9 so far from the line tonight. They really haven't needed those free throw opportunities. Quick two by Ray McLean. Lead is now 11, 2:34 to go.
The Raiders are still in this game, whether they would like to think about it or not. Down by now 13.
Lanfer with his first 2 points of the night. McLean with an answer back. Once again, 11-point margin. Less than 2 minutes to go in the game. Things not looking good at all for your Red Raiders. There's a steal by Parker. 1-on-2, he's gonna have to take it up strong, no good. Rebound by McLean, he gets another basket. Looks like he's limping a little bit on that left leg. 9-point lead for Geneva, 1:40 to go.
Once again, a 3-possession game. Possibly.
It's all contingent on if Harvey can get a couple of stops here. Last off of Harvey, so Geneva will retain possession, 1:29 to go. And another timeout on the floor. 1:29 remaining in the fourth quarter, and your score is Geneva 63 and Harvey 54. Leading the way in the scoring for Geneva tonight is Tom Davidson with 18 points, 14 of those coming in the second half. He also has 7 rebounds.
And Ray McLean is leading the team in points with 25, and he also has 4 rebounds and a steal, not to mention his 4 fouls.
It's a shame that a 25-point effort might come up for naught here with 1:29 to go. But that is what happens when you're not able to hit your shots in the second half with any sort of consistency. And Harvey's been coming down and getting the rebounds that they've needed to, but just not able to get the putbacks that have been necessary to make this a closer game.
It's a 9-point lead here for Geneva with a minute and a half left to go in this game.
Davidson will inbound for Geneva. Looks like we're ready to go, and we are. Quickly into Jeremy. That foul will be on Ivan Pinkett, so Jeremy will go to the line for the 7th time tonight.
This is one thing the Raiders really don't want to do is put them at the foul line. Like you said, Chris, they're 7 from 9 from the free throw line. They're going to be pretty consistent. Now Johnny Rivers comes back in the game for Ivan Pinkett, who leads with 2 fouls.
Jeremy alone is 5 of 6 from the line tonight for good for 83%. And make that 6 for 7. And he hits both free throws. 5 of 6 on foul shots in the second half. And lead is 11, 1:20 to go. Batted away by Zayas.
Now instead of the 3-1 leads we were talking about, now it's back to the 13, 11, 9, back up to 11, back down to 9.
And somebody might want to tell them that the clock is running while no action is going on the court. They might want to reset that back to about 1:15. Fortunately, one of the refs noticed that, and they'll have a conference, I would imagine, to see how much time should be on the clock. Got to give Geneva a lot of credit, Brian. At the beginning of the season, nobody was really talking about the Eagles for NEC championship possibilities. Lakeside and Harvey were the two teams a lot of people mentioned. Edgewood jumped out to an early lead in the conference. They have since lost a couple of games to the two teams that are playing here tonight. But Geneva has really stood up and done a nice job so far and established themselves as the favorites in this conference, particularly with a win tonight. There's a steal by Landfair. Steal right back by Harvey. Parker, three, no good. Rebounded by Davidson. And that will just about do it as number 24, Willie Landfair, is fouled.
And now we're faced with a problem as though we can't see the court. Geneva fans here begin to stand. It's getting a little hard to see.
Just a little bit. First free throw is up and no good, but the ball is tapped out and Eagles will wind more time off the clock. And Davidson is fouled by McLean, and McLean is done for the evening. But an outstanding effort from the junior forward, Ray McLean, with another 25-point night.
He also pitched in with 4 rebounds and a steal.
So Davidson will go to the line for the second time tonight. First free throw's up and in. He now has 19, looking for his 20th point right here. And he got it. Turner has it over to McLean. McLean will take that shot, no good. That was Ray's 4th foul in the evening. I thought that was his 5th. And we will have another foul, so Geneva will go to the line to shoot 2. 35 seconds to go, and the Eagles are up 67-54. First free throw is up and no good by Kerame. He is now 7 of 9 on the night. Rest of the team is 4 of 6. And he hits the second. Turner, 3, no good. Willie Landfair with the rebound, and we're just going to have fouling and going to the line for the remaining 28 seconds of this game.
The foul will be on number 42, Sean Turner. That is his 2nd of the night.
First free throw is up and in. So Landfair with 3 points now. And it is now 69-54. This game well in hand for Geneva with 28 seconds to go.
It looked good in the second half, and it just went, or the first, looked good in the first half, and it just went downhill. Started looking good in the third, end of the third, and started getting a little grim. Then here in the fourth quarter, it's just been all Geneva.
Harvey unable to just try to chip away at a lead. At that lead is when they got it to double digits.
And now the chant of NEC is started by the Geneva fans, who pretty well know they have this game in the bag.
And that is the 2nd year in a row, I believe, that a team has come onto our floor and been able to chant NEC. Of course, you folks will remember that Conneaut was able to do that with a 22-point win here at John D'Angelo Gymnasium last season to clinch the Northeastern Conference. 2 of Harvey's 3 losses in the regular season last year came to a very tough Spartans team. Conneaut struggling, though, this year. Davidson unable to convert on the free throw opportunity as Geneva coach Brad Ellis will empty off the bench with 16 seconds to go and his team up by 16. And Davidson splits the pair. .21 points for Davidson. That's team high honors for Geneva. He's also the team leader with 8 rebounds. Stuckert and Ron Keramy with 7 each. There's a 3 by McLean, no good. Rebounded by number 10, Pat Olson, and that will do it. So your final score from John D'Angelo Gymnasium is Geneva 71 and Harvey 54. And Harvey only down by 1 to come into the third quarter, Brian, but honestly, just unfortunately laid a clunker there in the second half and unable to get back in this game. And they were just having too many one-shot now trips down the floor when they got down by 6 or 8 points.
They started out that third quarter real nice. They took the lead for the first time. They started looking real nice on the defensive rebounds. Then the end of the third quarter, start of the fourth quarter, just went all downhill from there.
It certainly did. Not a good thing for your Red Raiders with only 3 NEC games to go on their schedule in the month of February. They really needed this one tonight, and they were unable to get it. And depending on what Edgewood does in the next couple of days, this gives Geneva the lead alone in the Northeastern Conference. And I believe their girls team has also clinched the NEC, so both basketball teams have done an outstanding job this year. Well, Brian, as always, pleasure working with you. Too bad we weren't on the good end of things tonight. But before we go, we'd like to thank our sponsors once again. Diesel Pro Incorporated, Palutro Insurance, Hell Regals Inn, Falcons Convenient, New Hope Baptist Church, First Merit Bank, and BPOE 549. So for Brian Pagnar, this is Chris Lillstrong saying so long from John D'Angelo Gymnasium, where your final score is Geneva 69 and Harvey 54. Have a good night, everybody.